Many Native American Muslims see a connection between Islam and some of the original beliefs and convictions held by Native American peoples. The Native American belief that Mother Earth is sacred and that humanity is obligated to take care of her is paralleled in the Quranic verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, "Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I will create a vicegerent on earth, a trustee." Much of the information that we have about Native Americans in their earliest interactions with Islam is anecdotal. Columbus and his Arabic-speaking Muslim guides, stories about the interactions of escaped enslaved Africans, most of them Muslim, had with the Native American tribes. But how do we connect these dots? Well, today we have assembled a distinguished panel to discuss the rich history of Native Americans and their connection to Islam. I'd like to welcome Jay Winter Nightwolf, host of the most dangerous show on radio, The American Indian's Truth, the only Native American program on FM radio in the Mid-Atlantic region. Also joining us today is Latanya Barlow, a revert to Islam of 5 years, and she is currently holding the position as an orphan program assistant at Islamic Relief USA here in Alexandria, Virginia. And rounding out our panel is Ms. Sarita Cabell. She is a mentor to Native American youth and is involved in a number of nonprofit charities. She also happens to be the daughter of Mr. Nightwolf and the sound engineer for his radio program. Thank you all for joining me. And first, before we even get started, because most of our audience, they hear about Native peoples, the tribes, and so on. What's your tribal backgrounds? I'll start with you, Nightwolf.
I am Cherokee, Taino, Shoshone. I am a registered member of the Echota Cherokee Nation.
Sarita.
And
The same?
Same.
You might have got some from the other side. I don't know.
I have other tribal connections, but primarily I relate to Cherokee. I speak the language and was raised in the traditions.
And Latanya.
And I am Dine from Arizona. My father is Apache Chiricahua, and I speak, read, and write the Dine language.
Amazing. Fantastic. As we were introing this talk, I want to talk a little bit about these sort of faith traditions. Is there a nexus, some commonality in the big beliefs between Islam and the traditional beliefs of Native peoples?
Brother, before the white man invaded our homelands,
Yes, sir.
there were 1,200 established nations. We all had our own individual government systems. We had a centralized government 30 miles east of East St. Louis, Cahokia, that we sent our representatives to every year. So this democracy, as they call it, is nothing new to us because we had it before they came here, and they stole it from us.
Those values and principles that are so universal.
The great law of peace from the Haudenosaunee people, the ones that are known as the Mohawk, Oneida, Seneca, Cayuga, Mohegan, Tuscarora from up north in New York. The great law of peace was already established. And if you go to a computer and print out the great law of peace and print out the U.S. Constitution, you will find that it's parallel because it was stolen by Benjamin Franklin and his boys from the Iroquois Confederacy.
Latanya,
Yes.
those principles as a Muslim and a Native American, do you find some?
Yes, there are great similarities. For example, of course, peace and humility, and to be able to respect Mother.
Salam alaikum.
Yeah, salam, spreading the greeting of peace. And when you come to someone's home, you're immediately welcomed. Have a seat. Are you hungry? Did you like to eat? It's not really asked. It's just given. Bring a gift. Like, I really apologize to the brother and that it's a common thing, and we feel very bad to come empty-handed. And it's a Islamic tradition as well. Like you come to like you go to visit someone's home, you're invited maybe, and you bring a gift. It's just is how it is.
Prophet
And
Muhammad said, the best of you are the one who is the best to his neighbor.
yes.
So, but we talked about some other things earlier, about in your
Belief
own family.
systems, right? Belief
Yeah,
systems.
and dress and culture. It's your time.
We have always believed that the Great Spirit, some call him Allah, some call him Jehovah, some call him Yahweh, some call him Yahweh, and we have many names for him within our languages. The Great Spirit, responsible for everything that exists here on Grandmother Earth. And he made us, all of us, the black, the red, the white, and the yellow, as brothers and sisters, not as adversaries. But he made us and he placed us here to serve each other and to be guardians of Grandmother Earth.
Indeed. Tanya, anything?
So we come together unified, and we always come back together. There are separations. People create animosity amongst us, but it's in Creator's wisdom that we do separate and that we come back together but stronger. So now we create bonds with all the peoples, and we must. It's a trust upon us.
You know, I'm hearing in my head a verse from the Quran that says, you were created in different tribes and nations. Lita'arafu, that you should know each other. Verily, the best among you are the ones who have the most consciousness of the one who created you.
May I add something? I know you,
Actually,
you
what-
need to say something, but may
What I
go
want to
ahead.
do now is to say that we're going to take a break,
Okay.
and we will be right back. And I know we fired up to get to this issue. We'll be right back with our guest talking about Islam and the Native American peoples.